What's your biggest movie-related hot take? Because I feel like I'm going to disappoint a lot of you with this one. It just seems like a relevant time to share it. But I don't think you need to see a movie on the biggest screen possible. You don't need to see it in IMAX, and you don't need to see it on film. If you want to see a movie in IMAX because that's your preferred format, good for you. If you want to see it on film because that's what you prefer, or it's a rare opportunity, great. But there's a difference between seeing movies in the format you prefer and acting superior to others because the way you saw a movie is the correct way. I can't stand when people say, see it on the biggest screen possible. You gotta see it in IMAX. Or you need to see it on film. Or when you tell someone you saw a movie and they ask which format you saw it in, like they're ready to judge you and let you know which format is the proper way to see it. I think that mentality comes from a place of privilege. There aren't that many movie theaters that do IMAX 70mm screenings. They're usually in big cities. Not everyone lives near a big city. And not everyone can afford to take off work and drive 3 to 5 hours or hop on a plane just to see a movie the way it was meant to be seen. I'm tired of people looking down on others for the way they choose to see a movie. And I don't care if the director of the movie says it's the way the movie is meant to be seen. If that's truly the way it's meant to be seen, then it should be an option at all movie theaters. And I believe that if a movie is genuinely good, it'll still be good even if you watch it at home. If I need to see it in IMAX, on film, or in 3D, otherwise it's not as good, then it's a good experience, but not necessarily a good movie. I'm not denying that IMAX 70mm is the ideal format, but to say it's the right way to see a movie implies that there's a wrong way to see a movie, and it just feels like some weird form of elitism. The only wrong way to see a movie is if you're on your phone or talking the whole time and not paying attention to the movie. I prefer seeing movies in a theater, but I don't think I'm better than anyone who watches the same movie at home. If I have the option to choose between seeing a movie on film or digital, I'll choose the film print, but I'm not judging anyone who chooses digital. And I don't think I'm better than anyone if I see a movie earlier than them. Nowadays, it feels like most people prefer TV over movies, so I'm just glad that people are even watching movies. And if they go see a movie in a theater, that's great. I'm not going to judge them for the format they saw it in. Why are we trying to make people feel like the way they see a movie isn't good enough? This attitude is why I feel like I don't have that many friends who are into movies. I always get excited when I meet someone who's a big fan of movies because clearly we have that in common, but I can't stand people who treat watching movies like a competition. And before anyone comments saying she's probably just bitter because she couldn't get tickets to an IMAX 70mm screening of The Odyssey, nope, I don't care. I was saying the same thing when people were being judgmental over how others chose to see Sinners and Oppenheimer. All I care about when it comes to The Odyssey is that I'm able to see the movie when it's in theaters. If that ends up being an IMAX, great. If it ends up being IMAX 70mm, cool. But the earth isn't going to stop spinning if I have to see the movie in a standard format. And for the people who are upset that they couldn't get tickets, the movie doesn't come out for another year. There will be more showtimes. Some people might cancel their tickets and seats will become available. Don't worry about it, you have time.